Good evening. Thank you for tuning in and joining us for the second of a three-part concert series, Blacks in Classical Music, Something Different. I am your host, Nerva Altino. And tonight we present to you Sharice and Sharisa Williams, the soprano twins, who are both alumni of the Manhattan School of Music. You may have seen them in Verizon commercials nationally. You may have seen them in concerts, whether it be at church or concert hall or in an Altino Brothers music production. But they are here tonight and will be performing for you. Tonight they have a mixture of repertoire from art songs to spiritual duets and hymn arrangements. Sharice and Sharisa Williams are both highly accomplished operatic singers. And I am so proud that they've decided to join us to present this, to be a part of this series as we present it to you. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce to you Sharice and Sharisa Williams, the soprano twins. But before they officially begin their program, they will be singing to you the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. Enjoy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you've enjoyed what you've heard so far from the Soprano Twins. They are simply amazing. Anyway, I have them here next to me, and we're going to get to know them a little bit on the personal side, okay? So, ladies, thank you so much for joining us for this series.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right. I want to ask you all something. How did you get into classical music, opera in particular?
So our parents always had us watch PBS as children, but what really got us motivated to be opera singers was the movie The Fifth Element. We were 6 years old, and there was a singing alien called Diva Plavaga Luna, and she sang one of Lucia's arias, and we were just captivated by her singing. So we asked our parents to take voice lessons, but at the time they thought we were too young. And so we've been in a choir since we were 3 years old, and they just kept us in choir. And then when we were 12, we started taking voice lessons.
Oh, that is simply amazing. I know that movie, Fifth Element, with Bruce Willis and Chris Tucker. And I remember that singing alien. I was actually amazed by it, too. It's interesting you guys said PBS because I, too, got into classical music from watching cartoons and PBS television. So I understand what you're saying. Who were some of your biggest influences in terms of operatic artists that has brought you to this level? Who are some of your biggest influences?
Some of our biggest influences, I would say, would be Kathleen Battle, Riri Grist,
Jesse Norman, Beverly Sills, even Luciano Pavarotti. We just love the golden age singers. I mean, there are some new age singers that we do look up to, but there's really nothing like the golden age singing.
I certainly agree with that. Well, you follow some great ones, and I could see the influence in your singing. So now you said you started singing in church at 3 years old.
Yes.
So were you singing gospel music, church music, and then you were introduced to opera later on?
So we mostly sang hymns, yes, some gospel. Our voices just never really particularly took to gospel. We had more of a classical sound, and luckily being in the public school system, being in a good district, we were able to have music as a course. So our choir teacher would always say, you should look into classical singing. We didn't know it was opera, but we just knew that our voices didn't really fit gospel or R&B. It was just very different.
Right. Well, you see, now here are the influences of having music in our schools. Sorry to bring this up now, but that's something that I have benefited from as an elementary school student. I too had music courses in school. So here are the examples of what that can do. So ladies, let me ask you, are your parents musical as well?
Yes, our
Yes.
dad's
They
a
are.
pianist.
Your dad's a pianist?
Yes.
Ah, see, musical family.
Oh, yes. All of our siblings
Uh-huh.
can sing or play
An
instruments.
instrument.
That gene was not passed down to us. We can play our scales on the piano, but
That's about it.
Well, you all don't have to play the same instrument, but the musical talent, the musical gift, were certainly passed down to you. So you say you went to Manhattan School of Music. What was
Yes.
that experience like for you? I'm an alum of Manhattan School of Music as well. What was that experience like for you as singers?
It was definitely a very intense program.
Yeah.
You kind of go from being a small fish to an even smaller fish in an even bigger pond. And you kind of just have to discover what your own voice is and not worry about anybody else that's there and just focus on your own course.
That's right.
for me, I actually joined Shreesia later at MSM because I did my master's at Ithaca College. Once I was done with my master's, I did my professional studies certificate at Manhattan School of Music. Something about MSM was that was my dream school since I was a very small child. I knew I wanted to go there.
Yeah.
I didn't get in until the third try.
Wow.
So for me, my experience was like a dream come true, and you know, to whom much is given, much is required. So
Absolutely.
as a singer at MSM, you learn all the skills. Not that I didn't learn the skills from my other schools, but they were very strict and rigid, but it does make me the artist that I am today.
Absolutely. They do have an intense program at MSM, so we could see how much you've benefited from it. I know these ladies, and I know they're disciplined. They often sing with the Altino brothers, and I tell you, they never show up unprepared, always ready to sing, and always ready to do what they do best. Well, soprano twins, Sharice and Sharice Williams, I am grateful that you are so willing to share your artistry with us. Okay, so we are looking forward to the second part of the program. All right? So thank you again for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, the second part of the program the soprano twins, Sharice and Sharissa Williams. Enjoy.
J'étais déjà l'érable sur les réseaux sacrés qui coulent calmés He's got the whole world in his hand. 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 He's got the woods and the waters in his hand. He's got the woods and the waters in his hand. He's got the sun and the moon right in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the birds and the bees right in his hand. He's got the birds and the bees right in his hand. He's got the beast of the field right in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got you and me right in his hand. He's got you and me right in his hand. He's got everybody in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got you and me right in his hand. He's got you and me right in his hand. He's got everybody in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the Lord my God, when I'm in awesome wonder, consider all the worlds thy hands have made. I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy path throughout the universe displayed.
hope that you've enjoyed these ladies this evening. I've enjoyed myself playing for them, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to them. The soprano twins, Sharice and Sharisa Williams. You could check them out online. They have a website to which they sell masks, as well as shoes and other products, sopranotwins.com, www.sopranotwins.com. Check them out and support them. They are artists, and artists always need support from you, the public. I hope that you have had an enjoyable evening listening to these ladies, and I look forward to seeing you again next week, where my brother and I, Robinson, will be closing out the series for you. Once again, thank you for joining us. Be blessed and be inspired.